Right now, this aerospace company trades around $1.90 with a market cap of just $85 million. Tiny for a firm that's already pulled off a real-world flight milestone most startups only dream about. It even cleared major exchange compliance, dodging a risk that sinks most microcaps before they even get started. Analysts are eyeing around $6, hinting at 2 to 3 times upside, and some see scenarios reaching $10 or more if key milestones actually land. Compared to billion-dollar peers, this one's flying under the radar, and the potential upside, it's exactly what makes early-stage optionality so exciting. Now, imagine a world where short flights between cities or not congested highways become the new normal, where aircraft, smaller than a traditional commuter plane, lift off vertically from downtown areas and then cruise like a mini-jet. Think Tesla meets aviation, but in the sky. That's the buzz lighting up the eVTOL world, electric vertical takeoff and landing. And today we're diving into one of the boldest players in this trend, HOVR, a penny stock quietly building tomorrow's regional aircraft. Before we dive deeper, welcome to Kingsley Market Intelligence, the channel where we break down emerging tech, small-cap opportunities, and disruptive industries. If you enjoy actionable insights and data-driven U.S. stock market analysis, you're in the right place. But what if this tiny aerospace company could one day sit alongside giants like Joby Aviation or Archer, or even tie into big tech's push for autonomous air mobility? Stay tuned, because missing this before the next milestone could be a moment you regret. Today's video isn't just about a ticker symbol, it's about a transformation in how we think about flight. I'll break down exactly what HOVR is, why it matters, what's happening now, and where real opportunities and risks live. I don't predict prices, but I will help you understand a market most retail investors overlook. Because the next breakthrough in regional air travel might be less about supersonic jets and more about practical hybrid-powered aircraft, moving people and cargo efficiently. Let's reset for a second. In markets like this, nascent, speculative, high beta, success starts with the right mindset. Here's the mantra. Patience uncovers optionality. We're value explorers, not short-term gamblers. Breakthroughs, whether electric cars, biotech vaccines, or renewable energy, don't announce themselves before they matter. Ask yourself, do you want to react to hype or understand what's actually under development? Before everyone else? This is where behavioral finance comes in. FOMO and regret avoidance are real. Imagine skipping HOVR today, and 6 months later, the prototype succeeds. Wouldn't that sting? Overreaction is common. Investors panic after minor delays, even when milestones remain on track. Underreaction is just as common. Real breakthroughs often go unnoticed for months. Being disciplined here separates smart investors from impulsive traders. You're ahead of the curve, not chasing headlines. Let's talk about mental traps, because even experienced investors fall into them. Anchoring, the tendency to fixate on a stock's current price, can make a $1.90 share feel cheap or expensive without context. Confirmation bias, seeking news that supports your view, can blind you to risks. Recognizing these tendencies gives you an edge in spotting optionality early. Now let's talk about New Horizon Aircraft Limited, ticker HOVR, listed on the NASDAQ. Founded in 2013 in Lindsay, Ontario, this aerospace startup develops a hybrid electric eVTOL aircraft called the Cavorite X7. Picture it, a vertical lift aircraft taking off like a helicopter, then transitioning to efficient forward flight like a plane. That's hybrid eVTOL, and the Cavorite X7 is designed to do exactly that. This isn't a concept drawing. HOVR completed a fan and wing transition flight on a prototype in 2025. Now, they're building a full-scale version aiming for testing about 18 months from now. Hybrid designs can deliver longer range, more payload, and less reliance on charging infrastructure than purely electric competitors. That opens real-world applications. Emergency response, intercity travel, cargo delivery to remote regions, Military utility. Imagine a scenario where a small city is hit by a natural disaster. Roads are blocked. A hybrid eVTOL could deliver medical supplies faster than trucks or helicopters, all without relying on a major charging network. That's the kind of problem HOVR could solve, practically and efficiently. But it hasn't been smooth. In 2024, HOVR faced NASDAQ delisting risk for compliance issues. By early 2025, they regained compliance, a big operational milestone most retail investors overlook. So the story isn't overnight success. It's a small team navigating regulation, building prototypes, and progressing toward real milestones. As of early 2026, HOVR trades around $1.90 per share, with a market cap near $85 million. This is a micro-cap, pre-revenue company, meaning the value is in future potential, not current sales. Losses are typical for R&D heavy aerospace startups. Compare HOVR to peers: Joby Aviation, multi-billion valuation; advanced certification Archer, also multi-billion. Well-funded HOVR is hundreds of times smaller. That means more risk, yes, but also more asymmetric upside if milestones are achieved. Analysts, limited as they are on microcaps, recently increased price targets, some averaging $6 per share, with a wider range even higher. That implies potential 2 to 3 times upside, depending on milestone execution and sentiment. Many investors anchor to today's $1.90 price. Smart investors look at multi-year scenarios. Intrinsic value could range $5 to $12 if the tech proves itself. Don't let anchoring blind you to optionality. Transparency first. Risk number 1, pre-revenue stage. No commercial sales yet. Risk number 2, certification timelines are long and regulated. Risk number 3, dilution from future funding is likely. Risk number 4, high volatility. HOVR has swung between roughly $0.20 and $6. This is not a buy and forget stock. HOVR is a high-risk optionality play, where payoff depends on tech validation and adoption. Resist panic selling on short-term dips. Those who hold optionality often gain when milestones are achieved. Now I want your thoughts. Which milestone will move HOVR most? Prototype testing, certification, or partnerships? Comment below. The answers may surprise everyone. If you had to allocate 1%, 3%, or 5% of a speculative portfolio to a high-risk play like HOVR, what would you choose? Scenario prompt: HOVR dips after a regulatory delay, panic sell, or see it as a buying opportunity. Your reasoning helps others think smarter. Do you think hybrid eVTOLs will beat pure electric models in adoption? Type hybrid or pure electric below. HOVR isn't standalone. It's part of a broader trend: aerospace electrification, regional air mobility infrastructure, and next-generation transportation tech. While HOVR sits on the riskier end, pairing it with established players or aerospace/defense ETFs can provide balance. Think of it as strategic exposure to innovation without gambling your core holdings. Here's what many investors overlook. Innovation isn't linear. Markets price potential, not certainty. That's why your brain will fear setbacks and over-celebrate headlines. Ask yourself, are you investing in fear or understanding? Do you chase headlines or evaluate fundamentals? Overreacting to minor news is common. Underreacting to milestones is also common. Smart investors exploit these behavioral biases, buying optionality before the crowd. Let's add one more behavioral insight: patience compounds optionality. The longer you understand the tech, the longer you observe milestones, the more prepared you are to act rationally. Impulse decisions often destroy optionality. Slow, disciplined tracking preserves it. Recap: HOVR is a NASDAQ microcap focused on hybrid eVTOL aircraft. They've navigated compliance and advanced prototypes. Valuation is speculative. Big upside, real risks. Optionality, not certainty, drives opportunity. Not financial advice, just exploration and perspective. Final question. What's the most underrated trend in aerospace over the next decade? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe if you want more insights on early-stage innovation plays. Tomorrow, we'll uncover another stock complementing HOVR's flight theme. Don't miss it. Stay rational, stay curious, and stay ahead.